All right, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Blessings to everybody. Thanks for being here. As always, the support is much appreciated. Some huge news, a bombshell dropped yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. That's the best way to describe it. A bombshell involving this particular young man on your screen, right? Trivante Stewart, Mount Pleasant player on his way to the Italian Serie a top five league in Europe, one of the biggest leagues in the world, one of the biggest leagues in the world. To say it was a bombshell that dropped yesterday in the Jamaican footballing, sphere is probably an understatement, to be honest with you. That's how huge this news was. Everybody was talking about it, right? And rightly so. He is only this off the top of my head, he's only the second Jamaican representative in terms of someone that has actually represented this country that I can think of that has played in Italy. And that is the winger Rolanda Aarons. He's the only other person that I can think of off the top of my head, Jamaican representative that has played in the Serie A. He played for Hellas Verona a couple of seasons ago on loan. And he's also, by the way, Aarons is also Jamaican born as well. So this is a huge deal in so many ways. It's not every day you see a Jamaican born player going to a top five league in Europe, much less a Jamaican born player leaving the JPL, the Jamaica Premier League, right, from a semi professional league straight to a top five league in Europe. This boy will be seeing clubs like AC Milan and Juventus and Inter Milan, and the names just reel off your tongue. Lazio, AS Roma. So many huge football clubs in Italy. It is indeed a historic transfer in so many ways. So many ways. It's not every day you see a JPL player leave and go to a top five league in Europe straight from the JPL. Historic indeed. There were other football clubs that was after this boy as well. From what was reported, Charlton Athletic wanted this boy's signature as well in the English third tier, the League One. And clubs in Slovenia wanted his signature as well, right? By the way, for those of you who are living under a rock and have not heard the news, he's going to Serie club Salernitana, right? I didn't think I disclosed that at the top. He's going to Salernitana, right? A club in the Italian Serie. As I was saying, a number of clubs seem to have been really interested in the signature of the JPL's leading goal scorer. Me personally, I don't know if this was the best move the boy could have made. I understand on the face of it why it seems like it would be the best move, why it's a huge move. It's probably the biggest club that came for him, from what was reported. But I heard about this impending transfer a couple of days before it broke. And I was saying to the person that was telling me that, boy, I don't know if me think said that would have been the best move. What you think about the move? You think it's a good move? And the person said something very interesting to me. He said, it's a very good move for the agent. His agent, of course, being Kevin Cowan from International Dimension. Safe to say, the best agent in Jamaican football right now. No doubt. Taking JPL players to the Italian Serie A and taking high school players to the Swedish Allsvenskan. Yeah. So, but when he said that to me, it really summed it up in my mind, really put an interesting perspective on the move. I don't think it's the best move Trivante Stewart could have made, because as talented as this boy is, it's going to be extremely difficult for him to make that leap, that jump from semi-professional football to a top 5 league in Europe is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Will he get the game time that he needs? As talented as the boy is, players of his ilk have left the JPL and have gone to clubs at far lower levels than the Italian Serie A and have struggled to make even match day squads. I mean, a number of Jamaican players have left the JPL and gone to Portuguese third tier, Danish second and third tier, Finland second tier, and could barely get game. In a number of cases, could barely even make match day squads. So I understand on the face of it why it would look like a very good move. But in my humble opinion, I think him should have picked Slovenia. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that would have been a good first step to a club that he has a more realistic chance of getting minutes and would take his development more seriously. Right, rather than to make a huge leap over a number of steps and move from a semi-professional league to one of the best leagues in the world. But nonetheless, I am still happy that, look, anywhere is better than Jamaica, right? And at least the boy will be receiving, some real top-notch development over there in Europe. It's just that from a game time standpoint, young players, especially his first move to Europe at the age of 23 is not exactly a young player. He needs that game time, and I fear he's not going to get it. But it's still a big move nonetheless. Just giving multiple perspectives. There's good, and there's bad to this move. Different perspectives. You can look at this move from a number of different angles, a number of different perspectives. But I'm still happy for Trivante nonetheless. It's still a huge move. It's still a big move for him. And as I say, anywhere is better than the JPL. This club, Salernitana, was heavily linked with Shamar Nicholson in last summer's transfer window. So I remember last summer's transfer window, and this club, Salernitana, was heavily linked to Shamar Bowes and Nicholson. So it's not the first time they are being linked with a Jamaican. That move, unfortunately, did not go through. In recent history, this football club was almost expelled from the Italian Serie A. For a brief history on this particular football club, Salernitana, what had happened was their owner owned Lazio as well. So they had the Lazio and Salernitana had the same owner. So when Salernitana, so he bought Salernitana when they were in the lower divisions. When Salernitana got promoted to the Serie A, basically they said to him, look, man, it's against the rules. You can't own two football clubs in the same league. You have to sell. And basically, a date was given that the club has to be sold by this particular date or be expelled from the Italian Serie A. Luckily, at the 11th hour, the club got a sale, and I think it was a 10 million euro sale. A steal for a Serie A club, if you ask me. It's just because of the circumstances and the, how rushed everything was and how rushed everything had to be. Why, the club only went for 10 million euros. The owner was hoping for 70 million euros, but so ended up selling the club for 10 million euros to save the club from Serie A expulsion. What a steal, man. Mercy, a Serie A club for 10 million euros. So, that was in the very recent past with this team, Salernitana. Some more history on them. They are a two-time Serie B champion. Those are the major honors that they have won. In the 2018-2019 season, just a rundown of the last 5 seasons, that this football club has played. The 2018-2019 season, they were in the Italian Serie B. They finished 16th out of 19 teams. In the 2019-2020 season, They were in the Serie B as well. They finished 10th out of 20 teams. In the 2020-2021 campaign, again in the Serie B, the second division in Italy, they finished second out of 20 teams and gained promotion to the Italian Serie A, the first tier. And, that was the first time they were going to be playing in the Italian first division for 23 years, right? In the 2021-2022 campaign, in the Italian Serie A, they finished 17th out of 20 teams. They missed relegation by a point. The skin of them teeth, seeing? And again, in the 2022-2023 campaign in the Serie A, they finished 15th out of 20 teams. From 2010, 2011 season to the 2014-2015 campaign, they were competing in the Italian third tier. And then from the 2015-2016 campaign to the 2020-2021 campaign, they were competing in the Italian Serie B, the second tier. And of course, 2021-2022, they were in the Italian first tier, the Serie A. Huge move for Trivante Stewart. I mean, boy, he's going to have to learn a lot, and he's going to have to learn a lot very quickly. A massive jump, a massive leap, a massive step for this young man. Hopefully, I mean, if this boy, in my humble opinion, if this boy makes a match day squad, that would be a huge accomplishment for this boy, to be honest with you, right? It's a very interesting transfer, a very shocking transfer, very surprising. When I first heard about it a couple of days before news broke publicly, it really was shocking to me. I was like, whoa. But yeah, I'm happy for Trivante Stewart nonetheless, and I wish him all the best. You just have to go there, put down your head, work hard, don't get disgruntled if game time is not coming. You just have to work hard and make use of the opportunity as best as you possibly can. Right? Game time is going to be very difficult for you to get. But I think if this young man go the Italian Serie and actually get meaningful minutes, man, I mean, wow, that would be such a huge accomplishment for the young man, right? I don't want to seem like I'm doubting him, but given the track record of JPL players in Europe, the odds are not in his favor. But I do wish him all the best nonetheless. And I really hope he can break through at Salernitana, man. It would be a big deal for him and a big deal for Jamaican football, a big deal for the Jamaican Premier League as well. Seen? Knock up the likes button, subscribe, and share, ladies and gentlemen. Free and easy ways to support the Formula Sports channel. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and until next time.